believe this drops in, well, by the time this goes up, it might be next month, but,
I was gonna say,
September 1st is soon, and October is after that. What is time? Yeah, we have a new FNAF trailer. Holy
yes,
shit.
we do.
Holy
yes,
shit.
we do.
I'm gonna say, just because of the nature of Tumblr and the fact that I didn't realize we were getting a new FNAF trailer today, I did get spoiled for one of the scenes in it because... Are you coming up? No? Okay. Because, again, the nature of Tumblr and the sharing of gifts. Didn't even realize we had a new one. So, yeah. I think I've been spoiled for the wham moment. I don't think you have.
I mean, I saw people, like, when somebody posted the trailer on Discord, which is how I saw it. And, well, I didn't watch the trailer, sorry. Saw that a new trailer had been uploaded, sorry.
Learned about it, yes.
And so, I replied to that post, but other people had started talking about it already by the time I replied to it. So I saw some, like, I saw that JPEGs had been uploaded, but I did my damnedest to just scroll past them. So I didn't get any overt spoilers other than, like, vague images of animatronics, you know?
So what we're saying is, when a trailer drops in the middle of the day, Pacific time, it's kind of hard to stay unspoiled until the end of the workday.
Yeah.
So we do our best. I'm Katie.
I'm Megan.
Holy fuck. We have another... I'm just still boggled at the fact that this movie exists at all. And here we are on trailer number 2.
Like,
rolling
full trailer.
into a release date in late October.
Full trailer number 2, technically speaking, trailer number 3 if you count the teaser.
Yeah, you count the
So this
teaser.
is our third reaction to trailers
As we
for
fucking
this
do.
movie.
Yeah, you bet your
I'll
ass after
live
we see it, we're going to be sitting down to talk about it, most likely at length. You've seen me yell
I
about
was gonna
Willy's
say,
Wonderland.
All on Katie's channel, I'm fairly certain. Like, that will be the one horror Q&A that is on Katie's channel.
It's not going to be a horror Q&A, it's just going to be a review. We're
Yeah.
both going to go see it. And so much for the FNAF Saw 10 double feature, because Saw 10 decided to move its release date to, what, late September?
Mm-hmm.
Mid-September.
Late September.
Late September. So
RIP
much for
my
that
double
double feature. But I can also see Saw wanting longer legs in terms of being around for the whole season, as opposed to right at the tail end of it. Whereas people will watch the FNAF movie at Christmas, you know? Like,
will they?
yes!
You're talking to somebody who would actively watch a Saw marathon around the holidays.
Oh, no, I know. I know.
I make it a tradition, right? The night before Thanksgiving, I will bake up a storm while watching the Hellraiser movies. Like, that is my pre-Thanksgiving tradition. So
yeah, 1 and 2 are fun. By the time we get to 6, it's a bit of a problem, but the baking's almost finished. Please tell me you don't get all the way to 6 in those.
No.
Good. That's a lot of... That's making Thanksgiving dinner is what that is.
I watched Hellraiser 6 once, and that was enough.
It was the internet one,
Now
right?
no, actually, that came after.
Oh!
Yeah.
7! Or 8?
I think it was 8. I don't know. After a while, they start running together for me after a while.
That's
anything
fucking
past
fair.
5... actually, no, that's not fair. Past 6, like, I have firm grasps on what each and every one of them are. But, like, once you get past 6, it becomes a very muddled picture for me.
We have such sites to show you, but that doesn't guarantee you're going to remember.
Up until the reboot. Reboot's great.
Reboot's great.
Anyway.
Okay, that's a whole ass other franchise.
Yes, it is.
FNAF.
Shall we?
Second trailer, let me make sure I have... Yes, I do have the volume on. Thank you, Past Katie, for remembering shit like this. Like, hey, this is how things work.
Shall we?
Yeah. Click. Immediate traumatic flashbacks. Let's go. Not yet.
It's what that place deserves. Uh-oh.
Springtrap. Springtrap. Oh, the guy is touching you.
Okay,
Sure, Jen.
That take a shot from Willy's Wonderland.
It did.
It's a security gig.
Hey, buddy.
Hello? Welcome to Freddy's. Have you met them yet?
I wasn't expecting the audio Easter egg.
Foxy, Bonnie, Chica, and Freddy.
From the producer, Megan.
Some kids went missing.
What is this?
That's why the place shut down. The police searched Freddy's. Hey! They never found the kids. What the heck?
Nom.
Ghost children possessing giant robots. Tell me how to stop them.
He don't. It's too late. He's coming.
Well, let me see what you have. A knife. No.
Yes. So that the knife clean was the bit that I got spoiled for.
I did not get spoiled for that. Having Matthew Lillard playing William Afton and then having Springtrap do that, it's a very fun Easter egg. However, it's a fun nod to the Scream franchise. It's a very odd thing to see Springtrap do. Can I just say, those things feel anachronistic.
That's what I got spoiled for. There was a Tumblr post pointing out, like, yeah, like Ghostface. And my brain went, yeah, of course William Afton is going to take after, you know, the bumblefuck horror villain that always gets got in the end. Like, of course he's gonna go after the serial killer that murders kids and teens and can never make it to the end of a movie. William Afton is not a competent man! Which is why I texted you, William Afton is a punk-ass bitch. Things I did. 4 hours later, my brain goes, oh, it's because Matthew Lillard is playing him! Did not make that connection. It took me that long.
I mean, you have a Ghostface in your horror movie. You should absolutely make a Ghostface reference.
William Afton is a punk-ass bitch. He's a punk-ass bitch with a high body count. But my God, the man is dumb. And we're gonna talk like game lore here, because that's where this rant is. So for those who are like, I don't really know about game lore.
Oh my God. I'm sorry.
Just
Okay.
It's like, okay, what if it's like, oh no, my son died because of an awful accident that my other son did. Oh no, instead of like family therapy or anything vaguely trauma counseling, nah, what if I go for necromancy? Does necromancy exist in this presumably normal ass world? I'm gonna make it exist. All right, you petty jealous son of a bitch. How? Robots with souls. All right, then what are we gonna do? Well, I'm gonna steal my business partner's ideas because I'm jealous of him and his still very alive daughter, and I'm gonna build my own robots, and then my robots are gonna kill my daughter because I'm terrible at watching my children. Like, Jesus Christ, dude! This is all your incompetence! This whole fucking franchise is your incompetence! Cassidy was right! Anyway.
What do you need me here for?
Oh man. I'm glad you enjoyed that. You seem to enjoy that. Don't get me wrong. I I love this franchise. I don't have a lot of respect for its main villain in the same way that I love the Scream franchise, and I have negative respects for any ghost faces at this point in time. My God, you just keep copycatting failures. And also, Sidney Prescott could end Springtrap. Don't even start.
Oh my goodness.
She would end this whole ass franchise. That's why this franchise doesn't have a Sidney Prescott, because instead of getting new villains, they just keep recycling Dumbfuck 101.
She gets a phone call. Hello, hi. And she goes, I'm bored. She goes,
no.
She goes, I'm bored, hangs up,
I'm done
and just
with this.
unloads an entire round into Springtrap.
A round is one bullet. You're looking for a clip.
An entire clip.
Yes.
And then, no, because it's
So she's gonna find a trash compactor and put, oh no, the monitor.
Because it's Stu, she would take one of the television monitors and smash it on his head.
See, I was thinking trash compactor, but I like where we're going.
I was gonna say, as long as we're making Scream references and references to Ghostface.
There's certainly enough monitors in the security office, you just...
Oh. I will actually lose my mind if that is how they beat Springtrap in the movie. They smash his head on a monitor.
I'm sure the knife clean is as far as they're gonna get with Scream references, but also like, fuck, man.
Look, again, I very much appreciate it. You know me, my heart is so filled anytime a Scream anything exists.
Yeah.
So, it warms my heart considerably to see a Scream reference. But that being said, like I said, it's so weird seeing Springtrap do it. It's so weird seeing him hold a knife.
Like, why do you need a knife?
Why do you need a knife? You're a murder robot. Why do you need a knife?
Why do you need a knife? I mean, we don't know what timeline stuff we're looking at. Again, we only have the one clip of Matthew Lillard talking to the camera, of all things, so
it's a security gig.
Who knows if that is in the present, if that's in the past, we don't know yet. So it's possible that Springtrap is still, Matthew Lillard living inside a Springlock suit. Or it's entirely possible that this movie is going to end with a rainstorm and that particular twitching scene in HD.
That would be great.
Oh, that'd be buck wild.
That would, it would be
they
wonderful
wouldn't be
to see that
able
in
to
real
show
time.
the blood fountain. Because this is most likely rated PG.
Did they show?
No,
what
they
the rating
didn't.
was?
But
Okay.
again, that is my... PG-13.
I was gonna say, you can get away with
blood
a lot.
fountain in PG-13?
Yeah, I think you can, especially if most of it's obscured.
That's a good point.
You know?
Again, I do think that this is going to skew younger, just because so much of the FNAF audience is a younger audience.
But they
Younger than I would have expected the child
still-
murder franchise to be, but here we are.
You can still get away with, we've had this conversation before.
Yeah.
You can get away with a lot in regards to children's horror.
Okay.
Stares at all of Coraline.
Okay. So in a PG-13 movie, you can say fuck once.
Mm-hmm.
If we do get the rainstorm scene, I just want it to be, you hear them click, and Matthew Lillard goes, fuck. And then blood fountain. That's what I want.
In that order. That would be beautiful. I would 100% be down for that. I also
Think of the memes.
I also wouldn't be surprised, and I actually wouldn't mind too, if they did some interesting things with. I think we talked about this last time. If they did some interesting things with time, in terms of how, showing stuff from the past and showing stuff from the present, kind of simultaneously, like season 1 of The Witcher. I wouldn't be surprised if they did that, because it's FNAF, and FNAF's infamous for its
Timey-wimey bullshit.
Yeah, so I think that would kind of be a fun thing for the movie to play around with.
And we've already got Josh Hutcherson seeing visions of murders past. At least one. God knows if it's a dream or a hallucination or what.
But you are absolutely right. It would be so gratifying to see the Springtrap suit give way
End his
in
ass.
real time as the climax of the movie. That would be dope.
Just amazing. That was just...
Also, in Freddy Fazbear's Cupcake Eat You.
Oh my god, the judgmental cupcake. A+. Yeah, talking about the audio cue. A
Yeah,
small
what was
child
the-
going, hello?
I missed it. I was going to ask you what the
It was
Easter
the
egg.
little girl saying hello.
Aww.
But that is
That's-
the exact same tone and inflection of the FNAF 3 audio lure that you use to drag
hello?
Springtrap
Yeah.
around. It's Balloon Boy's little hello. So just
Good.
the exact same tone and inflection. I'm so hardwired for this. My brain's like,
Good
Found
ear. Good ear. That went right past me. But good job.
I'm
Yeah.
so very normal about this franchise.
Katie, just like you were doing earlier, could you summarize every FNAF game in that exact same energy level? Please.
You're almighty.
Not right now, but at some point, I would love for you to summarize every FNAF game in that exact tone and inflection and energy level. Please, please, please.
Only if
as
I'm
a
allowed to
special
end-
gift to me.
Only if I'm allowed to end every summary with William Afton as a punk ass bitch.
I insist that you do. I wouldn't have it any other way. Oh man.
I don't want to summarize Ultimate Custom Night. I don't want to do that.
Mainline games only.
William Afton is in hell because he's a punk ass bitch. Next game.
Next game.
Next
There you
game.
go. You did it. Burn in hell, you son of a bitch.
What about all the extra little?
No.
Nah. Cassidy is keeping him in hell because he's a punk ass bitch and she's got some trauma. Next game.
Next game. I'm moving on. You'll never know the end of that story. I'm moving on.
That is the end of that story. William Afton is a punk ass bitch and now he's stuck in hell because of an angry 8-year-old. Fair.
Again, burn in hell, you son of a bitch.
Cassidy deserves better, but also she's right. She's fucking right. She's right. She should say it. She should say it. She can have a little recursive bullshit as treat.
She can keep a man in hell forever and
As a
ever
treat.
and ever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Oh man.
Team Cassidy.
Wow.
Anyway.
This franchise.
This franchise is batshit insane.
I gotta say.
This franchise has some of the dumbest lore known to man. And here we
How
are.
do you feel about the movements of the animatronics as far as we can see them in this trailer? I know it's, again, we're only getting snippets, but like Foxy running down the hall and the movements on stage look on point. But I'm not sure how I feel about like, again, that cupcake. That
Oh, I
cupcake.
love the cupcake
But
narrowing its eyes.
looked-
That made me so
Well,
happy.
the cupcake narrow, honestly, it looked, like I said, it looked like a scene out of Willy's Wonderland, and I would hope that the FNAF movie, after so many years of development, would be a slightly higher bar.
No. Because Willy's Wonderland was honestly fucking solid.
Okay,
This
that's
has
fair.
a much better budget, but the thing is, when your loving parody comes out first,
Yeah.
like, there's some things you can't avoid because we spent so long in development hell and licensing, scripting. This has been through more hell than William Afton at this point. And because we spent so long, the knockoff and the parody both came out first.
Yes.
So, of course, there's going to be stuff that's retreaded. You can't avoid it.
Yeah.
I'm a
that's very
little.
true.
I would need to look at the trailer scene of Foxy running again. I think they just kind of took the GIF that we had from the original game and went with it.
Mm-hmm.
And the GIF that we had was just new. There wasn't like actual leg movement. It was just like on my way, making my way downtown. So,
Walking past.
like, there are points where a direct reference is good for you. Again, me and that audio reference going, I know that.
Yeah. Like, I see what you're doing.
I don't know that a direct visual reference like that, when it's meant to be more, when it's meant to be less, this thing is running on pistons, and more, this thing is running on spite, hatred, and supernatural bullshit. Like,
Yeah. But again, there's making a reference, and then there's actively trying to evoke fear.
And then there's copy fucking paste, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Again, I don't know how scary this movie is going to actually be. I'm really curious as to how Josh Hutcherson winds up in a fucking saw trap.
If I were to venture a guess, I think that's nightmare sequence. I think he's having
fair.
a nightmare.
That's fair. I'm just kind of sitting here going like, Scooper looks a little different, but okay. Scooper looks really different, but okay. Nightmare sequence.
It's just that bit where that girl stands on the chair and is looking in before the hand reaches out. I can hear Markiplier screaming, "Is that the bite of 87?" It's not. It's the year of our Lord 2023.
A chunk of this is my brain just Markiplier bits on repeat. Lefty is $5, you know. Just shit like that. Do, 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 I don't love you at all. When that is how I consume these games, it's hard not to. So yeah, I am gonna see this movie. Tickets are not available yet, but when they are, I'm gonna be like that one. So we're carving out a night in between what I'm certain will be our various and sundry Halloween parties. So probably like Thursday, and we're gonna go and we're gonna put Five Nights at Freddy's into our eyeballs and be like, cool. Like if it's great, I'll have a great time. If it's terrible, I'll have a great time. If it's somewhere in the middle, I might have a little issue straddling it, but I'll still have a great time. Like, I'm fully planning on just showing up in my Haunted Pizzeria in the style of Haunted Mansion shirt, plunking down and being like, let's fucking go. Seeing if we can get an upstairs seat in the theater so we can get a cocktail beforehand.
That'd be great. Oh,
we have one of those AMCs where there's a bar upstairs, and if you've got upstairs seating, you can just bring it in with you.
Yeah.
Fucking pre-gaming FNAF, of all things. Pre-gaming Saw? No. Pre-gaming FNAF.
I am disappointed that my FNAF Socks double feature won't happen, but I will go see Socks on my own time.
If Socks is still in theaters at that point, which I'm sure it will be, you can make that work.
Yeah, but no, I'm gonna want to go see it opening weekend.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Like, you know, there's only so many... My schedule only allows time to go see so many movies. So, if I go see one once, something drastic would have to change in my schedule for me to be able to, justify the time going to see a movie again.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen the Boat Dracula movie, and I really want to see the Boat Dracula movie.
I keep trying to get you to go see the Boat Dracula movie.
And stuff keeps coming up! Stuff keeps coming up! I hope I get to see the Boat Dracula movie before it leaves. Anyway,
Sunday night!
Fingers crossed.
We got a long-ass weekend ahead of us.
Fingers crossed. That'd be so fun. Anyway, this was fun. I am very excited for when we get to go see it in the theater.
Oh my god, yes.
Yeah.
This absolutely beautiful batshit insane movie. I've been waiting forever. Let's go.
Regardless of quality,
this was announced when FNAF 3 was out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now we have our DLC for
FNAF 4. One of them.
3 or 4. Back in the era of the classic FNAFs, if it were, which are canon but no longer canon at this point because this fucking franchise, I swear to God.
Don't ask.
Also, when I say stuff like that, I do like this franchise. I do enjoy this franchise. I have no problem criticizing things that I like and enjoy.
Oh yeah.
It's messy, but it's good messy. It's like Frito pie messy, you know?
Well, I think of it in terms of Kingdom Hearts. At a certain point, and I don't mean that
at a certain point, nobody knows what's happening anymore, but we're still enjoying the ride.
At a certain point, yeah, pretty much. And that's not to say that I equate the importance of FNAF and Kingdom Hearts in my life. I think I have a much stronger attachment, emotionally, to Kingdom Hearts than I do to FNAF. But
oh yeah, I enjoy FNAF. Kingdom Hearts own parts of my soul.
But they
There's
do, in terms of like what actually happens in them, they kind of occupy the same nebulous corner of my brain where I'm like, a lot of stuff happens.
I was gonna say, at least Snap doesn't have time travel, but no! There's a ball pit! The fucking novels. I swear to God, there's novels, and the novels are canon to the books, and to the books, and also here. Fuck me. There's a metric ton of short stories and also 4 novels, and all that shit is canon to the games. So if you don't know that shit, there's going to be aspects of the games that are like, what on God's green earth is happening here? You know, the DLC for the latest game. His name is Security Breach.
Yeah.
The DLC for Security Breach.
It's called Ruin, right?
Yes.
Or like Ruins?
Ruin.
One of those.
Ruin, yes. Which is fully like, if you're not up to date on the shit going on in the stories, you have no idea who this animatronic is. They're just there.
Yeah.
It's all buck wild. And now we're into Help Wanted 2, which is dropping soon. I love this fucking franchise. I rely on MatPat to tell me what's actually happening.
Yeah, at a certain point, there's a very, very high barrier to entry, and it's very difficult for newcomers to be like, hey, what's going on over here in these games?
I wouldn't say there's a high barrier to entry. I'd say there's a high barrier to fully understanding.
Oh,
I would
in terms
say,
of catching up, yeah.
Yes, and boy, we're going to make this comparison here. For Security Breach, there's not a high barrier of entry for the story. You're a kid, you're stuck in the Pizzaplex, this one wants to help you, the rest want to make murder you, we're not sure why, but we're trying to get out. There is a higher barrier to understanding, like, what in the actual fuck is happening here, and which of these endings may or may not be canon.
Yeah.
The higher barrier to entry is the goddamn mechanics. It's fucking Sonic 06.
With how
There's
broken
not
it
a
is.
problem with figuring out the story. The bigger lore drops are going to be a little beyond you if you're not familiar with the franchise. And the mechanics are fuck all broken. So, like, congratulations, Security Breach. In terms of mechanics, you are the Sonic 06 of your story. In terms of story, I don't think anything beats Sonic 06 in terms of we are so bad we are retconning ourselves out of the franchise at the end of the story. Good night, everybody. We understand what we've done and we will be seeing ourselves out. Congratulations, Security Breach. You didn't do that. Thank you for not doing that. Oh, God. So this video's gone some places.
My poor edgy, hedgy boys. We have opinions about 06, but we can get into that in another.
It's not an opinion to say that game is mechanically busted.
Yes, no, absolutely, but no,
That shit don't work.
We have other opinions about it.
Oh yeah, that's other stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, mechanically, just don't. Security Breach is more playable than Sonic 06 ever aspires to be. Security Breach, you can at least get through most of the levels okay. Yeah, the Sonic 06 bar is subterranean.
I was gonna say, did later patches make Security Breach better to play, or
I don't know.
did they just kind of let it be what it was?
I think they let it ride.
Wow.
I mean, I also think that this is the theory I ascribe to. I don't know if it's true or not, and, you know, allegedly, etc. But I think that Scott and the studio might have fallen into the, oh no, the fans have figured me out. If they've figured out the twist, it won't be fresh and new. I have to pivot and do something else.
Unnecessary.
Just from all of the stuff that's found in the files, just from, you know.
Unnecessary.
Exactly. It doesn't matter if the fans
makes
have
things
figured
more
out what you're going to do.
confusing, not better.
It doesn't matter if the fans have figured out what you're going to do. Fucking do it anyway and execute it well. And people will be like, yeah, I saw that coming and I enjoyed the ride, as opposed to, I didn't see that coming and it kind of sucked.
Yeah,
Like-
and there will also be people who won't see it coming no matter
Exactly.
what. And that'll make it a fun rewatch experience or a replay experience for them.
Everything
In that sense.
has the potential to be baby's first plot twist, baby's first betrayal, baby's first the butler did it. Like, someone is always experiencing these tropes for the first time.
And also,
So
there,
do 'em well.
as an audience member, now it's one thing if you call it like really early on and the thing doesn't like deliver like you predict it and it doesn't deliver on the execution. That can be a very disappointing experience. Like when I saw The Village, I called the twist fairly early on as a joke, and then when it ended up being correct, me and my friend we were both just sitting there in stunned silence
in the theater.
in the theater that I had been right. But then there are other times where when you do figure it out, it is so satisfying to watch it unfold. Like, especially, like, I would say, I won't give it away, but the twist in Fight Club. I figured it out fairly shortly before the actual reveal, and having that knowledge of, like, it's gonna be this, and then watching that unfold is so satisfying sometimes.
Yeah.
It's very cool.
It's very fun when it hits like 30 seconds, 2 pages, however much. Like, but right before you're like, oh.
Like, if you're watching a movie and you hear the person next to you go, gasp, because the thing has clicked, and you're like, hey, wait, what? And then you watch it and you're like, oh, that's what happened. They figured it out right before it happened. It's good stuff. It's very good stuff.
Yeah. Anyway, it's possible that that's not what happened with Security Breach, but we don't know for sure. As far as I know, we don't know for sure one way or another. I don't think anyone said anything. And let's be real, that's not the kind of thing you own up to in this post-Game of Thrones era. So, like, who knows, man? Who even knows? There was a point earlier, and I forgot it. We're going to enjoy this movie regardless of what it does.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be a good time. I really do want the one fuck that a PG-13 movie is allowed to be in the...
Right
I want the spring trap scene,
yeah.
and I want the fuck to be right when they kick in, just that click, and fuck, and then blood fountain. Just blood fountain.
Oh,
Give it to me, movie. This is what I want. If it doesn't happen, great, but, like, I kind of want that. If it does happen, I'm coming back to this and clipping it. You realize, just like... Hey!
Pick up the phone, because
Pick up the phone! It's possessed! Hello, hello! On that note...
I'm Megan. You guys can follow me on Twitter.
It's
Whatever
Twitter.
it is now.
It's Twitter.
Twitter and Instagram and Tumblr, I suppose, at the Menguin. That's TheMenguin. I also have a YouTube channel called Silver Screams, where we normally talk about horror content like this, but Katie calls dibs on all things FNAF. So, but feel free to go on over to that channel and check out some of our other discussions and reaction videos. It's a good time. I also do a podcast called No Love Lost, where my co-host Will Link loves Lost, and I don't. We talk about it.
And I'm Katie. You can follow me all over the social medias and on Twitch at Kiaxet. That is Kiaxet. We called William Afton a punk-ass bitch on Twitter, and Beetle and Grim tweeted me back, Matthew Lillard is great. I'm like, yeah, Matthew Lillard's amazing.
I think that was a fan account. I don't think that was the real one.
I can't tell anymore because verifications are fucked. It might be a fan account.
I think it's a fan
Someone
account.
with that branding tweeted me back that Matthew Lillard's great. I'm like, Matthew Lillard's wonderful. William Afton is a punk-ass bitch.
Matthew Lillard is wonderful.
Matthew Lillard is wonderful. Hell of a guy. Yeah, anyway, we have fun on the social medias, and like I said, and on Twitch. I'm a co-host on that YouTube channel. We have fun. And I'm a co-host on Nighttime at the Nerd Bar. It is a weekly Monday nights at 7:30 p.m. Pacific streaming show on the Fanversation YouTube channel. We talk about all things nerdy. We do anime, we do Overwatch League, we do just whatever we're into. Probably going to wind up talking about a lot of horror. 'Tis the season coming down the line. And my co-host there is also a big horror person. So we have fun. Yeah. We have fun at this channel. If you would like to support this channel, we've got the Patreon where you get videos early. We've got the Ko-fi. If you want to throw a couple bucks our way, we do commissions, not request commissions. All that information is down in the summary, along with all of the little buttons you should hit for the algorithm because otherwise it's going to run out of power and then the doors will open and we'll be fucked.
You should commission Katie to do a video summary of every single FNAF game. Please commission her to do so. Pretty please.
Oh god, I think that is in my commission. But I was like, I commission reaction videos. I'm like, no, I did do pricing for like vlogs. Oh, I did this to myself.
Pretty please.
Cool, great, awesome. So there's that.
It's my birthday coming up.
I was like, is that your birthday today? It's your birthday next month. Anyway, all those little buttons to please the algorithm. I fucking
Like, subscribe, ding.
And remember to support your local post office, support your local library. Even just walking in the door and looking at books supports them because they count the numbers of people who come in and it's great for funding. You can also support your local local library or library. All right.
I thought you were going to say
library. You can support your local library by voting in your local elections. Oftentimes there will be things asking like, hey, do we want to fund the library more? And the answer is fucking yes, duh. So, vote in your local elections. Change does start locally. No, seriously, it do. And make sure you check your voter registration. Even if you're pretty sure you're registered, shit happens, and you really want to be certain. So, yes, support the post office, support the library, vote, check your voter registration. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Punk ass bitch! I will not give this up!